Okay, first I want to talk using the UHF wireless microphone without this RTX noise reduction, so you can hear you can hear the static or hear what it sounds like. Okay, so I just started recording in OBS, and I have the NVIDIA broadcast noise removal at full strength. Talk to the camera, and I want to say that one thing I really like about this thing is that it's very easy to put on and off your head. And unlike a lav, you know, like generally I'd say like if you can do video with a camera, I'd recommend getting, $100, $200 wireless lav system. Probably like you need to spend probably like $200. Anyway, not something like this because this is really meant for like if you're on a bus with an amplifier or an outside event, it's like for a person like, everybody queue up online, whatever. It's not made for cameras. And in fact, when I wrote the manufacturer of this thing, because they asked for a review of it, I said, it's not really good for cameras, and they wrote back saying, yes, yes, yes. So we don't recommend it for that. We recommend it for like live events or whatever. But anyway, I still want to try it out, see if I could get it useful, and it has actually gotten better and better the more I use it. It didn't work well the first time I used it with the X3000, but that might have been user error, like pressing the plus button on the volume too much. Anyway, so even with noise, it's not horrible, but with this noise reduction, this is freaking incredible. And so again, I think it's a very useful device because you can move around. And again, I'm recording straight into I'll be using the audio feed, well, this whole audio feed going from OBS into my computer, and I'll show you the receiver. And so there's the receiver right there in the 3.5 millimeter jack. I just plugged into the computer, and there you can see NVIDIA broadcast is running the noise removal, and there's OBS. And I just wanted to be quiet, so if you be quiet, you can see those bars will go down completely. So yeah, I mean the NVIDIA will cut out the noise completely on this thing. So again, I'm really liking it. I'm really happy I bought it now, and it's I think a good thing to have in my toolkit. It's also good if I ever want to test noise removal. It's good if I'm ever out and I really want something very fast and simple, and I really want my hands free. I don't want any wires like cluttering it up. And I don't want to spend $500 probably for like a really professional version of this. Anyway, so that's my my fun with this thing for now. Thanks for watching. Okay, conclusions. Again, this is the UHF wireless microphone. I don't know if you can tell the photographs in here, but it's basically meant to be used with amplifiers and stereos. It's not really made to be used with video equipment. And so I'm hesitant to recommend it because it's susceptible probably to radio interference from other radios in the area. And also from noise, electronic noise that it generates by itself because it's not balanced audio. So you can hear, a hiss when you plug it in. It bothered me in the beginning, but after a while, actually, I didn't really think it was that bad. So I'm hesitant to recommend it. However, it's at its price and it's a special feature. I'm not so sure because, for instance, well, here's this is like a $300 professional like lav type system. So generally, if you're going to do a lav, excuse me, you clip this here and you put this in your belt. And this wire is always could possibly getting in the way, and it's difficult to deal with. And the good thing with this thing is that the transmitter is all in one thing. So once you put it on your ear, you're set. There's no wires to get in the way. And I looked and I couldn't find like a really professional version of this that had a transmitter here. So almost like $25 if you wanted this type of setup, you'd get it. So like if I had a YouTube show, let's say I was doing like auto mechanics, right? And I'm always leaning into the engine or any sort of mechanical thing where I don't want a wire to drag me in and get me hurt or to fray the wire or whatever. This is what I'd want, to show you, doing stuff. So I can definitely see if you had an application like that, this would be actually very good. And as I showed before, using some noise reduction stuff, you can get an actually really nice clean signal. Now, the only thing obviously is if it's some radio interference or something, one word might be blocked out. But if that isn't like super critical, then I think this is fine. And so what comes in the box is this USB charging thing. It has these two things, so you can charge the transmitter and the receiver at the same time. There's a, if you look here, you can see there's just a little USB micro whatever. You just plug this in here, on-off switch. And here's like if you want to plug into an amplifier. So bottom line is, $25, I could see places where I might want to use this, where I want just complete simplicity. I don't want to deal with wires. So I'm glad I got this. But if you're going to do serious, if you can deal with the wire, you can get better radios which don't have this, don't have interference, or less susceptible to interference, have a less noise, maybe better microphones. So that's the way to go. But again, I wouldn't, necessarily dismiss this. And the results I got were a lot better than I expected. Anyway, any questions, just ask me in the comments. Thanks. Bye.